Tim Walz's older brother is 100% opposed to all his ideology, believes VP hopeful is not the type of character who should make decisions about the U.S.'s future. Okay? Who is Tim Walz? I know who he is.
Tim Walz. Who is Tim Walz?
I didn't know much about him until the past couple weeks, and I like what I see. And
Nice. Okay, it's not really relevant to the article. Democratic VP candidate Tim Walz, not the type of character who should make decisions about America's future. His older brother warned in a series of damning Facebook comments this week. Do you think the New York Post cared about how every single living Kennedy lined up to denounce RFK Jr. and called him a crank? Isn't the New York Post a rag? Yes. I'm 100% opposed to all his ideology, Jeff Walz declared. He has so little faith in his kid brother. Jeff Walz is considering publicly endorsing former President Donald Trump's White House run. The 67-year-old Floridian wrote in a response that notched 449 likes. That's great, man. So where are the Facebook posts? Like, why? What are the content of the posts? Jeff Walz's feelings about his younger brother came to light after conservative activist Laura Loomer, I know Laura Loomer. That's the one who looks like that. You know what I'm talking about. The day Trump was indicted by Manhattan grand jury over hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, we have just become a third world banana republic, he wrote in a post that has now gained 518 likes. Donated $20 to Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. So wait, hold on. What were the content of the Facebook posts?
Stories I said I was referencing, I'll give you one example. We talked about it before, that my little brother, when we were younger, we would go on family trips and in a station wagon, and the thing was nobody wanted to sit with him because he had car sickness and would always throw up on us. That sort of thing. There's really nothing else hidden behind there. People are assuming something else.
And what? Tim Walz's conservative older brother told News Nation the stories he alluded to in a recent Facebook post are limited to stuff like puking on his... What? Paid off. Oh, they're definitely offering him money, 100%. Wow, this turned into a nothing burger real quick. Real quick.
So News Nation's Rich McHugh joins us live. Rich, you spoke exclusively with Jeff Walz about those comments.
That's right, Nicole. I spoke with him this morning, and he says he wants to set the record straight and basically clear the air on some of the misconceptions about what he said. Now, just to reset, the New York Post over this weekend published comments that the elder Walz, Jeff Walz, made on Facebook about his brother, saying he was not the type of character who should make decisions about our future, and that, quote, I'm 100% opposed to all his ideology. President Trump, former President Donald Trump, took to Truth Social and praised him. Sounds like a really great guy, and this set off a wave of speculation that they were going to be campaigning together or something. Phone interview this morning, Jeff Walz tells me that while he disagrees with his brother, he won't be campaigning for or against him. Take a listen.
I will say I don't agree with his policies, but in no way am I trying to influence the general public and come out and make a stance on that. It was a private thing. We're a private family. We wanted to keep it that way.
Damn, they wanted some dirt on him so badly.
Also asked him about his relationship with his brother and if it's true that they actually had not spoken in 8 years. Take a listen.
It was pretty accurate that I hadn't spoken to him since my younger brother's funeral, other than my wife would text him for like happy birthday and stuff like that, but there was just no contact either way.
Your wife would text him?
Too bad, I guess, that it worked out that way, because he is my brother yet and everything, and I guess, you know, you can disagree and still be civil brothers. I should clarify, about 3 weeks ago, my mother was visiting here, and he called on her cell phone, and she gave me the cell phone. I talked to him briefly. They were vetting him. Kamala Harris's team was vetting him for the vice presidency, and he had asked me for some personal information, tax information and stuff like that, and I declined to give it at that point. But that was like a 2-minute conversation.
Now
that's crazy, man. Dude, they have not been able to find anything on Tim Walz that could stick. They were hoping for this like estranged MAGA brother to give them some juicy deets, and they got nothing. Nothing.
News Nation's Rich McHugh spoke exclusively with Jeff Walz, and he joins me now. Rich, what did he have to say?
Hi, Elizabeth. So I spoke with Jeff Walz for about 15 minutes this morning by phone. He said, look, he wants to clarify some things. He never intended what he wrote to be viewed by a national audience. It was on Facebook and probably the wrong forum. That said, he did not shy away from his words. He said everything he wrote is true. Take a listen.
It wasn't my intent, it wasn't our intent as a family to put something out there to influence the general public.
Cap, bro, 100% new. I mean, you have to factor in the possibility that this guy could be a moron, right? I mean, he is literally a, 69-year-old Trump supporting older brother. Like, we're talking about, this is a very, like, American phenomena, which is your estranged idiot conservative Floridian relative.
In an exclusive interview with News Nation, Jeff Walz, brother of Democratic VP candidate Tim Walz, says he wants to set the record straight after criticizing his brother Tim on Facebook, saying he's not the type of character who should make decisions about our...
Dude, MAGA types are so crazy. Look at this. From Liz O'Neill, help MAGA get on stage with President Trump and endorse him, who help save this country. They're insane, man. They're all in a cult. I've thought hard about doing something like that. I'm torn between that and just keeping my family out of it. The stories I could tell, and apparently the story that he meant was that he got car sick. Not the type of character you want making decisions about your future.
Who should make decisions about our future, and that he's, quote, 100% opposed to all his ideology. Former President Donald Trump quickly pounced, praising Jeff on Truth Social.
Front of the New York Post. Oh my God.
Writing, sounds like a really great guy, despite saying to his Facebook friends that he had thought long and hard about endorsing Trump on stage. Now he tells News Nation he wants no part of the election.
And we're not campaigning or anything for him or against him or anything like that.
Jeff, who is a registered Republican and donated $20 to Trump's 2016 campaign, stands by his comments that he disagrees.
That's great. Okay, I think we get the gist of this, though, that it is incredibly funny. Damn, even his own brother won't back him. Jarvis, look up how RFK Jr., J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump's families feel about them. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. So desperate. While we're in it, look at the rest of Tim Walz's family. I mean, it makes sense to me that Tim Walz would have a lot of conservative family members. He's literally like an older Midwestern white guy. A leaked photo circulated widely on social media, showing 8 relatives of Walz, a Democratic company, wearing Walz for Trump t-shirts and standing in front of a Trump 2024 Take America Back flag. How many family members does Tim Walz have? Nebraska Walzes for Trump. That's AI. Look at the hands. Yeah, it looks like AI to me. Looks fake. Pasty ass fuckers. So that's it? They just have a photo? Jeff also expressed frustration that the family was not informed about his brother's vice presidential selection until it became public. Why the would you be informed about a vice presidential selection before the public? Look at the W on the shirt of the bottom left guy. That's a fold in the fabric, man. It's honestly kind of scary, the role of AI in this election. Yeah, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. What do you want us to do about this? I don't know. Go get a job. Wrong use of the apostrophe too. Yes, that is true. But to be honest, we've never had a very clear or coherent rule set when it comes to using the apostrophe when pluraling things that end with an S or a Z, have we? I've heard like, I feel like it's a vibe thing. It's just whatever looks right. I don't know.